Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF, as I like to call it. Hope everybody's having a good night, a good weekend too. Had a good weekend. um, yeah, everything's good on this end. See everybody's gathering in chat. That's awesome. Mr. Lee, what's up? Sandra Piper, how are you? Mopar Bill, how's it going, Bill? Great to see you. Who else we got here? John Hall, how's it going? Who else? Daniel Lundy, what's going on? Great to see everybody. Still early. Hoosier, what's happening, man? No, Mr. Lee, I wasn't late. Not on my clock. Mine said 9:59 when you said I was late. Plus, I had to say a quick prayer. That was probably the fastest I've ever prayed. Breeze, what's up, man? Good to see you. So you heading over to the this is directed at Breeze. So you heading over to the Bigfoot convention on when is it? Next Saturday? Is it Saturday? 22nd. Pop Craig, what's happening? He's got some Pink Floyd lyrics going there. Huh. Another great band. What else we got here? Kelly, how are you? Well, right on. So, Emma, how are you doing? Great to see you. Another Tuesday, another show. Who knows what's going to happen? Hopefully, we'll get some people on here tonight, get them on early, and we'll get some sort of show going because I'm feeling a little funky right now, so we'll see. Glad to hear it, Kelly. So it might be a long 2 hours. Mr. Haywood, what's up, Michael? So yeah, same old, same old. I'll post a link in chat, and anybody wants to pop on, just click on the link. If you've never done it before, Mr. Lee, just click on the link, follow the directions. It's pretty simple. If you don't want to be on camera, you can just push the stop cam at the bottom. That's what happens. Yeah, it's pretty simple. All I ask is that you don't have YouTube playing in the background. Otherwise, we're going to get some nasty feedback. Oh, this should be interesting. Actually, I have to copy this. Wait a minute. There we go. All right. The link is in chat. Anybody wants to pop on, just click on the link and join me. Mr. Holland, how's it going, Paul? JCL, Ohio. What's up, buddy? So, yeah, it looks like hopefully in the next week, a little over a week, hopefully I'll be heading back west. Got to get back there. My dad's birthday is coming up. He's turning a big 80. Wow. Can't believe my dad's going to be 80. I mean, thank God, he's going strong. Despite open heart surgery a little over a year ago, and he had COVID, and he's still having some issues. I think it's from the COVID, just breathing issues, but nothing terrible. Jen, how are you? G'day, Mark. Good to see you. Tight lines. So yeah, I'm just going to keep posting the link in chat. somebody clicks on it, and then I'll continue to post it. So yeah, I met some people today. They were they are YouTubers. Um, they have a channel. They are full-time RVers. Family of four. I met the father and the mother. Really nice people. His name is Andy. Her name is Letty, Lety, Letty, and they were just really cool. Their channel is called Totalmente Perdidos. Yeah, Totalmente Perdidos, which means completely, totally lost in English. And it's the channel's in Spanish, but their production is really good. Um, they told me today to check out episode like 50, between 50 and 56, even though it's in Spanish. They they did it and they filmed. They were in some bunch of national parks, so just the cinematography alone should probably be pretty cool. You know, the views and everything. Oh, Toby Keith now. Papa Craig's just doing song lyrics. Should have been a cowboy. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna stump me with any lyrics, dude. Oh yeah, Mr. Lee. It's Totalmente Perdidos. Here, I'll show you. Which means totally lost. And it's funny because um, the gentleman said when they were trying to figure out a title for the show, the wife was clueless. She goes, "I'm totally lost," but she said it in Spanish, and he just went, "That's it." And it's clever, you know. It's got a bunch of different meanings, and it was just cool. I mean, they're doing really well. Like I said, it's one of the I didn't. It's in Spanish, but it's like one of the only RV boondocking channels that is in Spanish. Most people do it in English. And right now they're pushing 100,000 subscribers. So they're doing something right. But it was good to talk to him. So, Andy, thank you for that. If you're watching, Letty, it was nice to meet you guys. You're going to get a tattoo of what? Mr. Lee says he's getting a tattoo. Who else is in here? Yeah, it was interesting to talk to him, you know, like they have that many subscribers. They've been doing this about 2 years now. Um it was cool. Got some tips. Because originally that's what I was going to do before I came to Florida is I wanted to travel around, tow the trailer, and just do it that way. Thank God I didn't. I'd be stuck in Arkansas somewhere because I couldn't afford to get anywhere. There's Stevie. Right on. So anybody got anything they want to talk about? You know, we'll just wing it. And Yancy Scott, how are you? Miss Dilly, I know you are lurking. Lester Taylor, what's up? Who else is in here? Mopar says, I have a tattoo that says "Feel the Love" in Braille. That's funny. Wit, what's happening? Feel the love. All right. Well, I want this click off. There we go. So yeah, if I'm still around, come next weekend, I might make it to the to the conference here in Florida. Drag Stevie's ass down there. Sunday? Saturday. Oh shit, Saturday. Damn it. Is it? Yeah, it is Saturday. Damn. Oh well. Nah. Kelly, I just done my Lego Rubicon Jeep. Oh, that's got to be cool. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with Legos these days. Arizona Squatch. What's up, Kevin? Great to see you, man. How's the new pad? I know you moved. You're up in where the hell are you? Shit, I forgot where you are. I know you're up by the rim. I see you went all what's the word? Full beard. It's funny. I was looking at videos of yours from like last year and then now, and you look totally different, man. Strawberry. That's right. I forgot. Hey, Kev, if you want to pop on, links in chat. And there you go. Who else? So yeah, I'm kind of I'm looking forward to going home, but and seeing the family and my dad and everybody. It's just I'm dreading that drive. However, this time I'm not in a hurry. As far as I was kind of pressed for time when I came out here back in March. Got out here in like 3 days, and it was a brutal drive because I was in such a hurry. Sawdust Beast, what's up, Mark? Great to see you, man. Now there's the outing I would like to get to. Is the one that Mark's going to have it at the LBL, Land Between the Lakes. That should be. I think you're going to have a madhouse over there. But yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm just going to keep putting the link in chat. Anybody wants to pop on, feel free, because I don't have that much to say. It's terrible. Got a show and I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I think like I said, I'm not in a hurry to go back. I am, but I'm not. I don't have to rush back. So I think when I rent the truck, I'll have like 9 days to return it. So I think I'll make some stops along the way and make some arrangements and meet up with some people. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm going to take the 10 route, which will bring me down towards the the lower Gulf Coast and through Texas and all that. And so maybe this time I'll get to stop and see some people that I'd planned to stop and see on the way back, on the way out here originally. What's up, Kevin?
Not much, my brother. Here, let me see if I can. There we go. That's better. Don't have my light in the background. Yeah, I've just been busy, man.
Yeah.
Moving into the new house and stocking firewood for this winter, and family and grandkids, and I've gotten a few trips out, but nothing near what I was wanting.
It's January. It's Arizona, and winter's almost over there.
Yeah, pretty much. Matter of fact, yesterday Chuck and I went on a hike up above Christopher Creek, trying to find the spot where I had my first interactions when I was a Boy Scout back in like 1982, and there's a couple of trails in there, and being it's been 40 years now, we went down, we took the wrong trail, and And we got in about 2 miles. And I was like, no, this is all wrong, because we had only hiked in about a mile. And there's another trail down the lower on the rim, probably about a quarter mile lower. And so I'm going to go back in there. I don't know, here probably in another week or so, weather permitting. But
Now, Christopher Creek, that's north of like the arch, isn't it? On that one
no, no,
road
no,
that
no,
goes through Pumpkin Center, or is it?
no. Christopher Creek, when you get to Payson, you make a right on Highway 260 heading towards like Heber.
Okay.
Um, but Christopher Creek's about 27 miles east of Payson.
Hmm.
Yeah, the thing that's interesting about Christopher Creek is, I can't think of the guy's name now. It'll come to me in just a second. Um, can you see it? Guy who was abducted by the UFO back in the late
Oh yeah, yeah,
70s.
yeah.
Travis Walton.
Yes.
Travis Walton. Where he came to was just right outside of Christopher Creek, and he wandered up to the general store. There's a payphone there, and
Yeah.
and boom, that's where it all kicked off.
Huh. Jimmy boy, what's happening? Yeah, I know. I've been to the creek. I've been on
Yeah.
Christopher Creek, the actual waterway. I just don't. It was further up though, like the water itself. Um, I don't know how far that goes, but so you've been getting out or
Yeah, I've gotten a few trips out. It's just been a lot of the same old, same old. Um, with that being said, what I call the same old, same old. Um, there's people that's been doing the researching for 40 years that haven't even come close to what I have.
sure.
But yeah, we've been out and had some pretty good interactions. No daytime sightings this year, but
What was that structure you found with the rocks and the sticks, the trees and
oh, all right, yeah. The other day I went for a walk just north of my house, trying to lose some weight, and went wandering around in the forest, and I was kind of getting a little sense that somebody might be around, so I did a hand clap and did a whistle and sat there for a minute or two and didn't hear anything, and I saw a log that I wanted to go sit on and do a short video, and just as I got close to that log, I got whistled at,
okay.
and so when I got whistled at, I turned and looked off in that direction, and then I looked a little more to my right, and that's when I saw that structure. um like I'd said in the video, I can't be dogmatic that that some hunter didn't build it. As a blind, it's just nothing about it. That there's no tactical sense to it.
Sure.
Where you'd sit inside of it, to hide. There's just no field of view to try and get a shot off at, at an elk or a deer or anything like that. Um, my suspicion is that it is forest people that made it. Um, you know, there's no litter on the ground, no sunflower seeds, no candy wrappers or bottle top. I mean, just no sign of any human activity there. No tool marks on the branches that were there, no saw marks, no twine tying anything together. Just nothing that you'd expect to find if somebody built it.
Well, those rocks looked a little suspicious, the way they
Yeah.
were stacked and
Mm-hmm. Well, and like I'd stated in the video, there's a possibility that, old settlers could have started to build something there.
Sure.
Or it could be an archaeological site. I mean, I don't think they've been there that long, to be classified as archaeological.
Sure.
um it's just all suspect. Nothing about it came across to me as being human made, even though I'll give 5-10% chance that somebody built, that it is human built. There is that possibility, but I think it's the real deal.
Okay. Right on. Now is Rim Road, is that open?
No,
I didn't think so.
no, no. They closed that down about 3 weeks ago because snowstorms that came through around Christmas. Didn't get a whole lot here in Strawberry. I think maybe 4 or 5 inches of snow, and majority of that's all gone. But actually, up on top of the rim, which is about 700 feet higher than where I'm at, yeah, they got a lot of snow up there.
Wow. What elevation you at?
I'm at
Okay.
5895. I mean, I'm just shy of 6,000 feet.
That's up there.
Yeah, definitely a lot better than the 1,400 feet down in the desert where I was. Man,
Yeah,
I,
man. It's
I,
gonna
I,
be
I
you'll enjoy the summers a lot better.
oh yeah, you know, I haven't been this happy in a long time. Yeah, I miss my kids and my grandkids because they're all down in the Phoenix area. But it was time for Brenda and I to make the move, and we did, and couldn't be happier. I mean, no
Oh, fantastic.
sirens, and just
Yeah.
we're in the middle of the forest in a small community. I know you've probably been through Strawberry, but
Sure.
yeah, I think like full-time residents were probably maybe 900 people that are full-time.
Wow.
During the lot of the homes that are up here are summer homes and recreational cabins and stuff like that.
See, it's up there. I'd love to have a piece of property.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous up there.
Oh, it's the place to be.
Who did I miss here? I just saw something. Derek McManus, how's it going? There was someone else I just saw that I didn't say hi to. Danny Stanton, what's up? So yeah, guys, if you want to check out that video, go check out Arizona Squatch. It was his latest video. See if somebody can drop that link. There you go. Mr. Lee just put in, I don't know if that's for the channel or if that's that specific video, but if you click on that link, you can find it's his latest video. It's interesting.
Yeah. There's also one on there, some activity at my house. It was pretty interesting. My back porch, it's a raised porch, and I've got an awning set up on it right now until I finish the construction that was never finished on it. But
Okay.
I've got solar lights up on the top of the structure that goes all the way around. And I came out one day, and the actual solar panel was ripped off of the control unit, and probably about 20 feet away from where this panel was, where it was mounted up there. And then right next to it was a glyph on the ground.
Wow.
So I did a short video of that, but yeah, they have been by the house. They have been, around. We'll just say that.
Huh. Gary Spikes, how you doing? Squatch America, how's it going? Ms. Dill? Glad to see everybody here. How do you feel about them being near your house?
Doesn't bother me.
No.
I go to their house.
Yeah, but still, it's their house. It's away from yours.
Yeah, it's no big deal. There's no harm. There's they're very peaceful. They're very loving. I know a lot of people have conflict with that idea, but with over 8,000 hours boots on the ground out in the field in the last 4.5 years, with most of that by myself. And, I kind of know a little bit about what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know you have that theory of if you put in 10,000 hours, you're an expert on the subject.
Well, there are no experts in the subject.
No, I'm saying, but you know what I mean. I know you know what I'm talking about. You've mentioned it before.
Yeah, in the world, if you're a musician, they don't consider you an expert musician until you've put 10,000 hours in, and sports players and actors and all that. And it's just a known number.
Okay.
That once somebody has put 10,000 hours in, they're considered, a professional.
In that
Would be,
field. Yeah, I
yeah,
said expert, but yeah.
yeah, which would be a better way to say it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just my boots on the ground time, I'm over 8,000 hours. If I counted in all the books I've read and, all the other crap, I'd probably triple that. But no, I'm just counting my boots on the ground time.
Right on. It's a lot of time, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have probably been close to the 10,000 hours this past season, had I not have to move and, just all the other crap that's, I've had to deal with.
So when do you think you'll be getting, like, when do they open up the rim? I guess that all depends on the weather.
Yeah, typically, okay. The deal is once they get their first heavy snow, they close it. Because it's just so high altitude, people go get stuck back there. It's a safety issue.
Yeah.
Typically, April 1st is when they open it up.
Okay.
I've seen them open it as early as late April and as late as like April or March or May 14th, I think is what it was.
Oh, the latest, yeah.
Yeah. It just all depends on road conditions back there, and the Forest Service, they're just not going to open it up until it's safe to get back in there, because some of the altitudes you get in back up in there, the snow load stays for a while, and and idiots go in there and get themselves into trouble. And
yeah, because that road can be a little hairy.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to know what we're talking about, it's the rim road is Forest Service Road, what, 300?
300.
300.
It traverses the Mogollon Rim, and people who don't know what the Mogollon Rim is it's an uplift that travels about 200 miles across almost the northern central part of the state. So it's a big cliff ledge. Some areas the cliff is like 1,800 feet. And the road, for a good portion of it, travels along the edge of that. So it's, as you know, the way you came in when you went to No Lake, you were driving literally right on the edge of it.
Yeah, you do. But it's gorgeous there, you know. Stevie says, stop what you're doing right now and body slam that like. Do it, please. Right on.
But yeah, we've got a lot of big plans for this year. We being Chuck and I and Wayne and Rob, a couple other guys that go out with us.
Just so you guys know, Chuck he's talking about is Chuck Jacobs. He's an investigator for the BRFO or BFRO. My bad.
BFRO. Yeah, he's field investigator for them.
And he's not, what people hear the BFRO and they go, oh no.
Yeah. No, he's
not one of those investigators. He's
yeah.
Cool.
Chuck is retired fire chief, 27 years in the fire industry, fire investigator, all that kind of stuff. He's top of the game. As far as the BFRO, um, you know, he stays with it because of the access and database that he has, the access to
Sure.
the database that he has, and the information, that we get, which has led us off in a couple of other places that we've gone out and done some investigating, and coming up with the same results that we do everywhere else we go. So it's pretty confirming on what we're doing.
Donald Fuller asks, isn't there a ghost town called Mogollon? It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Did you freeze up? I think I lost him. Rex Hand, how's it going? Kevin, it seems like you froze up. I might have lost you. If you want to pop out and come back in, hopefully it'll clear up. There you go, Mr. Lee. Links in chat. Oh, not that you're going to use it. Put link in the chat now, Mogi. I lost Kevin. Hopefully he'll come back on. But yeah, we were talking about Chuck Jacobs. Yeah, he's had some interesting experiences. A lot of the experiences that Kevin and those guys have up there are more, how do you call it? I guess you can go with the woo. I mean, they see the cloaking, shimmering beings and shadows up there. They've had mind speak where one wasn't picking, like between two people, they figured it out because one wasn't picking it up too well, but the other one was, and it took two of them to talk to these things with mind speak. He could explain it better. I'm probably butchering it. But yeah, Kevin puts in a lot of hours. I know that. And I've been to his campsite up on the rim, and it's a gorgeous area. I'm looking forward to going up there this summer. Go hang out. Hey, Nikki, how's it going? And yeah, the ghost town is Jerome, but Jerome's not really a ghost town anymore. I mean, they have that tourist attraction down there. What is that? That mining town in the middle of like that. The hell's it called? Gold King or something like that. There's a Jerome, Arizona is an old mining town, but there's a road, Perkinsville Road. If you hop on that, it'll take you down to this. It's a tourist attraction. It's like an old a representation of a mining town. I mean, everything's old and everything. It's cool. I was in there once, but it's fun to walk around up there. Yeah, she can't remember the name either. Private Paulie, what's up?
This is Pirate Paulie.
That was Goldfield. What is it? Goldfield? It's Ro. What's up? How's it going? That's terrible. We don't know that, dude. Let's not forget Bob Saget. May he rest in peace. Face down in a pile of cocaine in an Orlando hotel room. Oops, my bad. No. It's not how they found him. It's not out of question, but, it's funny. Everybody thinks of Danny Tanner, but as a comedian, he was pretty raunchy. Yeah, it's a shame. He was too young, 65 years old. Apparently, it's going to take weeks just to find out the toxicology report or the autopsy on that on him. Richie Evans, what's happening, brother? I'll be seeing you soon, I'm sure. I hope. Yeah, Taro says Bob would have loved that joke. Stevie B, I got my booster today and got completely sore. Yeah. No thanks. I'm not saying nobody should get vaxxed, just not me. But we're not going to go there. Heart attack, good possibility. Because he was just out. He was out at a club. He did a show with... Yeah, at the Hard Rock, but I'm trying to remember who he was with at the show. Anyway. Post the link again. You got it. Yeah, that's a shame. You know, prayers to that family. Who else is here? I just got to go through and make sure I didn't miss anybody. I hate missing people. Everybody should, you know, be said hi to. Hi.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries, man.
That's one of the downsides of living where I live. Internet is just kind of
sketchy.
Yeah. Yeah, that as far as the Mogollon ghost town, I don't know that I've heard of that, but it's possible because the name Mogollon comes from a Spaniard, and that was in the New Mexico area, and that's how the Mogollon Rim got its name, as it was named after, I don't know what his first name was, but the last name was Mogollon. So there could be a ghost town named after him.
See, I also heard that it was a prehistoric tribe up there. You know, back in the day, that's what it was named after, a prehistoric tribe of Indians or Native Americans. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, it was named. It was named after one of the Spaniards.
Okay. Jimbo, what's happening, buddy? Good to see you.
Yeah. And that other ghost town you were talking about that's out there by Apache Junction, that's the Goldfield ghost town.
That's Apache Junction, yeah. But we're trying to figure up in Jerome, there's that little tourist attraction out there.
Yeah, that's just Jerome.
Yeah, but there's a off of Perkinsville Road in the middle of Jerome. If you start heading north, there's that little Gold King mine, or there's something up there. I forget the name of it. That's it's pretty cool. You know, it's fun to walk around. Hola, Juanita. How are you? It's been a while. Good to see you. So yeah, if you want to check out Arizona Squatch's Kevin's channel, Mr. Lee has posted the link. Thank you for that, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Jaron Guy, hello. So BF Bud, what's happening? Did you finish the honey-do list? What's up, Paulie?
This is not Paulie. Just wanted to let you know.
Richie, what's up, man?
Just play with you guys. Just want to play with you guys.
That's all right.
Yeah. Talk to you guys later.
That's it.
It's a new year. Why not?
Why not? You know?
Why not? We got to have fun with something. You know, can't keep taking everything so damn serious and getting butthurt about everything like everybody seems to do.
Yeah, no, I agree. But unfortunately it's the times, you know, and
oh, absolutely is, but doesn't mean we have to behave that way.
No, absolutely not. You're correct. I mean, It is Gold King mine. Yeah. No, you gotta people do have to lighten up.
Yeah. Just because I don't agree with what it is you say, doesn't mean I have to be an asshole to you about it.
True. Mr. Hugh, how you doing? WTF is going on. Indeed it is. Excuse me a second. Pardon me.
Who's got the vid?
No, I'm a smoker.
Yeah. Yeah.
See?
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be one of the next things on my list. I'm back on my diet and looking to drop about 30 pounds. And
yeah. It won't hurt you.
No, I'm tired of holding my breath to put my shoes on. And kind of looking like a Skid Row Santa Claus right now. It's, I noticed you were saying something about that a little earlier, and I don't know if I told you or not. My 8-year-old granddaughter, for her 10th birthday, she wants to have a Viking themed birthday party. So all us guys in the family, we're growing beards and hair and gonna look the part for her. What my little Emma wants, little Emma's gonna get.
Yeah, but when did little Emma plan this? Because it takes a long time to grow a beard and hair.
Yeah, a year ago.
Okay. I think you're just using it as an excuse.
Well, I am. It's the excuse I was able to use to get away with it. My wife wasn't too overly thrilled about me growing my hair out, especially all this. And I'm going to go in and get it cleaned up on the sides a little bit to look a little more presentable. But the hair's not getting cut till after her party.
I hear you, brother.
Mr. Taylor, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, Moggs. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Awesome.
So you've been busy.
I have a question. Well, yeah,
Shoot.
a little bit. I'm not here for that, though. The question I have is, since you're leaving Florida, what did you decide on the lights?
Dude, I'm convinced what the part of them are definitely car lights that we saw, but then there were other lights that weren't. And after I was in Webster at a piece of property at my ex-roommate's fish camp, I saw lights in those trees, up in the trees. So I don't know, dude. I don't know what they were. They weren't. It wasn't a drone. It wasn't fireflies. It was something else. So that just gave credence to me to whatever those guys saw out there that they saw moving around higher up. I don't know what they were, but some of those lights were definitely car lights, I believe, in my opinion. I guess I can't say definitely if I'm saying in my opinion, huh?
Well, it's definitely your opinion.
It's definitely my opinion.
Definitely your opinion, yes. Well, that's cool. I was curious if you kind of wrapped that up in your head a little bit.
No, I'm pretty convinced that what I'm the one set of lights were definitely what? She's like, whatever. She doesn't want to believe that.
No, it's not possible.
It is possible.
No, it's not.
Absolutely.
We can argue it all day.
Tell Stevie to get on. I want to hear what you're saying.
He said she just says it's impossible. I mean, there were different lights, but there were lights that I'm pretty sure were headlights, and I'm sticking with that.
Cool.
Stevie says she'll figure it out.
She's on the case.
Yeah, I just wish I could have followed up. When the last time I was there and I wanted to do it, it was just too overgrown. And we didn't check that out when we went the last time we were there on Thanksgiving at that property. And the time I was there before it was over the summer, and I couldn't get through the brush. I wanted to get on the other side of this hammock because that was like in direct line of where I wanted to film, but I couldn't even get through that stuff.
Well, you wouldn't catch me wading through the brush in Florida. That's for damn sure.
I'm stupid.
There's no way.
Well, we don't have that that in Arizona. I mean, I'll walk through anything out there, you know. So I don't have the Florida mentality like I can't walk. You're not supposed to walk up on a body of water here, you know, because of alligators. Well, I'm not
Right.
used to that. That's
Well,
something you gotta learn or just, you know.
alligators, good food, wallet, belts, and boots.
Indeed. Stevie B says, I can go. Don't need snake boots. Kevin,
Well,
that's
no.
good. She has prosthetic legs.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's awesome. Don't need snake boots. I tell you what, that's the last thing you want to do is get bit by a venomous snake.
No.
Right here on the finger.
Oh, really? And you still have it?
Yeah, barely. I told him to cut the damn thing off. Yeah, I got out by Canyon Lake. Now, it's not the first rattlesnake I ever handled, but it was the first one I handled incorrectly. It was in the picnic area, and families were coming in. I'd been there fishing all night.
And where was it?
Up at Canyon Lake.
Oh, okay.
And some Western Diamondback, and I picked him up, and thought I had him held the right way, but he got one fang through his lower jaw and sunk it right here on the knuckle on my finger. And of course, I threw him off in the bushes and pinched the finger and squeezed it, and one little drop of blood came out. And I was like, well, maybe I didn't get envenomated. And about 30 seconds after that, I was like, shit. And off to the hospital I got taken and spent 3 days in ICU over it, stopped breathing. And yeah, it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the Western Diamondback is the most notorious, for like, I don't know if it's deaths.
Yeah. Well,
in the United States.
Yeah, the potency of the venom is pretty intense. Like
I think the only one above that is the green Mojave.
Yeah. One fang right on the knuckle bone. He wasn't able to sink his fang all the way in, like, somebody getting bit in the calf or something like that.
Sure.
But yeah, just that one little prick, man, it put me in a world of hurt.
Did you have like necrosis or anything? Like
I have
necrosis, the skin dies. The venom kills the.
Yeah, my entire finger. Here, let me get on the camera. My entire finger and down up into the hand was all turning black. I was, and that happened once I let go of the finger in the emergency room, because they said that the anti-venom was coming down from pharmacy, and so I finally let go of the finger because I had it all, pinched off with the venom isolated.
Like a tourniquet type.
Yeah, and so once I let go, all hell broke loose and was swelling a centimeter every 15 minutes, and yeah, it was bad news.
So wrestling rattlesnakes a thing there in Arizona, or what?
When I was younger, we would catch them. Yeah, we'd sell them to taxidermies, and they would drop them in liquid nitrogen or somehow freeze them, and the taxidermy, he'd make all kinds of different things out of them with them coiled up and in the striking position.
Yeah.
And as a teenager, I made pretty good money doing that, and never had an issue with them. And
well, Texas, they have rattlesnake roundups.
Oh yeah, well, they got guys that go lay in bathtubs with them.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah.
They deserve to get bit.
In Iowa, we got to worry about stray cows. That's about it.
Bat Mom says she got bit a couple days ago, thinking it's a brown recluse. I can't imagine a snake bite. Oh hell! I got stung by a wasp on my knuckle, and my arm swelled up to here.
Well, the pain that came with the snake bite, every type of pain that you can imagine. Smash your finger with a sledgehammer, stick it in hot coals, stick it in a light socket. The electrical burning throb. every kind of pain you can imagine, all hitting at the same time.
That's, it's weird because that's what happened to me with a catfish, a saltwater catfish. I got it right in the side of the thumb, and it just the tip of it went under the nail, and I was like, and it shouldn't be bad. Bullshit. That's what it felt like somebody hit my thumb with a sledgehammer. I was miserable. So I don't even want to know what a snake does.
Yeah, now light that on fire and electrocute it and freeze it, and every type of pain you can imagine, all hitting at the same time.
Richie, I'm in. Yeah, I will take gator stew any day, man. So get some gators, because the next time I'm there, I'm leaving, dude. Jimbo has a question. Let's see. Off topic. Off subject. Does anyone know of an app on phone that will give you exact or close coordinates on phone? It's important.
Like a GPS app for your phone. I have Gaia, I don't even know how to spell it. GAIA GPS. I use that one when I'm out wandering around the forest. It tracks everything, how fast you're walking, altitude gains, gives your exact GPS position. It'll actually track it, so you're out walking around, you can see where you've been, and it's a pretty good app. So if that's kind of what you're looking for, I would recommend the Gaia app.
Right on.
Sounds
Hope
awesome.
that helped you out, Jimbo. Hope that helped you out. What did I just see? Christina, how are you? Good to see you. So Lester, man, you've been busy on your channel, huh? How's it going?
It's going pretty good. We're just having fun. That's all it's about.
That's all it's about, man.
Well, I don't know if anyone told you, but a guy named Ruthless had a stream. He was, StreamYard, you're allowed like 20 hours a month free.
Yeah, for the free, yeah.
Well, he decided to go over 200 hours. So I got suckered into jumping on his stream after, I think it was the first night. And then I got left alone there for 7 hours trying to keep the stream alive.
Really?
Yeah, it was Michael Haywood is the guy that suckered me in, and then he left me alone.
Way to go, Michael.
Sounds like a lot of picking your nose time.
Actually, interacting with the chat.
I have a feeling I'm about to hear the words Connor sent me. Hold on. What's up, man? Trippy times. How's it going?
How's it going, guys?
Going good.
Got a little invite from Connor. I was actually watching you guys' channel the other day and listening for a little while though. How's it going? I'm obviously I'm Josh. Sorry, I don't think I've met any of y'all. But yeah, I was watching your channel the other day though, and really enjoying it.
Oh, right on. Where are you from?
North Carolina.
Oh, very good.
Born in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
You couldn't tell by the accent, Russ?
Dude, I'm in the South. What do you want from me? Everybody sounds the same, except Florida, because they're all from New York.
No, everybody's got their little special thing. When you're in the military, you kind of learn that stuff. But
yeah, what's you got what Fayetteville? You got what Fort Bragg over there?
Yeah, that's where I was born. I live in Wilmington right now, but yeah, right.
Okay,
yeah,
I know where it is.
Actually,
I lived in Richlands for a little while.
Okay. That sounds familiar.
Well, it's north of Jacksonville.
Okay, I know where Jacksonville's at. So I'm sorry. I know I just jumped on. I'm not sure what you guys were discussing before I got on here. But it's nice to meet you, and thank you for your service, by the way.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're talking about snake bites. We're just kind of rambling all over the place. I don't think we've gotten into anything specific yet.
Well, Trippy Times, didn't I see you on the Chad Smith podcast today?
Yeah, that was my debut for my show. I got put on a 24-hour hold for mobile. My laptop is messed up, so he debuted my show today. We had like a back-to-back kind of thing with Seb Talk, my actual MUFON investigator, and Preston Dennett. Both of them I know personally. It went really well. Yeah, thanks for watching, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So is that what you're into? UFOs and stuff?
Honestly, just the whole. I'm a little bit new to a lot of it, but in my book, the way I see it now, whether it's paranormal or cryptids or UFOs, I feel like it's all connected in some type of bizarre way we can't really wrap our heads around.
It's all fringe.
Yeah, I just feel like it's energy. I just feel like everything's energy. It's connected. Maybe I think consciousness connects everything in some weird type of way. You call it spiritual or metaphysical or whatever you want to say. First off, I was skeptical, and then whenever I started opening up to this being real, I was really nuts and bolts until my main thing is orbs. That's what I experienced myself. And I started seeing these orbs materialize from thin air, just from nothing, just into something. And it just totally shattered my reality.
Where were you at when that happened?
The first time I was at the Cape Fear River, Fayetteville, North Carolina. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Bledsoe family. I know them personally. They're kind of big in the UFO. Familiar. Yeah, they're pretty well known in the UFO community.
Bledsoe,
yeah, Chris Bledsoe. He had an abduction experience, 4 hours missing time, and ongoing experiences. He gets like daily videos of orbs. But I grew up with his kid. With his son, Chris Jr. And I was skeptical of this. I'd heard of his experience. They made a documentary on Discovery Channel whenever I was in high school with him, but I just wasn't opened up to it back then. It wasn't my reality. And it was about 5 or 6 years after a near-death experience. I had a sighting of the orb. I still kind of kept quiet about it, stayed in denial. And then last year, I would say I noticed the Pentagon UAP reports on the news and started looking into it. And then I started experiencing the orbs for myself. Kind of thought I was going crazy for a little bit. And then I reached back out to Chris Bledsoe, and he's like, Josh, I experienced this stuff. I still do. He attracts them for whatever reason. He invited me over to his house. He said, come over here. You're not crazy. You're really seeing this. And asked me to experience the phenomenon with him myself. So I went over there and hung out with his father for a few hours. And right before it got dark, told me that he could sense the orbs were going up here. And, told me if they weren't going to come, he would tell me not to waste my time, but he knew they were going to come. And sure enough, about 10 minutes after dark, for the first time, I got like 15 of these orbs on video.
15?
Yeah, in about an hour and a half. Yeah.
How big were they and what colors? Or were they just white?
I would say altogether, that one particular time, they were mostly white and a orangish amber, or like a gold amber kind of color, I would say. Okay. But altogether, like not just including that experience, I've seen them white, a goldish amber color. I've seen some that are like more purplish color and a really bright fiery orange type color.
From what distance? Like how close have you been to these?
I've seen some. You could actually look at my channel and see some of the videos of the ones we got the Bledsoe family house himself. Those ones, they look like they're really high up, like almost look like they're with the stars. But Chris was telling me himself that they're not nearly as high as what they look. But I've experienced some. You can actually see in the video, like tree level, like some of them extremely close. I've seen the one that really just kind of, I guess there was no turning back after that, is one that flew over the top left shoulder. I was on a third floor apartment, and it came over the top of my balcony. It came to an immediate stop, and whenever it did, it flashed and vanished. And whenever it flashed, I could actually see the light hit the bottom of the clouds. And that's the first time I guess I would say I've seen one that I knew for a fact wasn't a shooting star. The bottom of the clouds, like a circular radius, actually illuminated the bottom of the clouds when it flashed out. and it was just it was life shattering for me. At first, it makes you question your whole reality. It makes you look at everything different. At least for me, because I was a skeptic early on.
Yeah,
Well, I
well,
mean, it's good to have your eyes opened.
Yeah, and there's so much in life that we're told is impossible and can't happen that I routinely experience the impossible, out doing what I'm doing. Um, you know, for instance, the first time I saw an orb, I was at one of my locations that I call Squatch Camp. Yeah, I was out there by myself. It's probably 9 o'clock at night, and I see this red glow up in the trees about 150 yards away from me or so, up on the top of the pine trees. And the first thing that I thought was, oh, brake lights, because that's what kind of red it was. And I was like, wait a minute, there ain't nobody out here, because I'm literally out in the middle of nowhere. And right after, I thought that to myself, this big bright red orange comes from behind the tree, and it's just drifting around up around inside the branches of these pine trees. Yeah, and I'm sitting there going, what the is that? I sat and watched it, and it kind of drifted off to my left a little bit, and then it disappeared. Right after that, then I started getting all these little twinkle light orbs right in front of me, and probably about 30 feet in front of me, and I'm like, well, what the fuck is that? This kept going on all throughout the night. This big orb, from my vantage, was about the size of a softball. So where it was at, it was probably somewhere between a basketball and a beach ball in size. And it kind of freaked me out, because where I was at, literally about 10 miles as the crow flies away from where Travis Walton was abducted.
Oh, wow.
So that was the first thing that was going through my head, was Travis Walton, but all the Bigfoot activity I was having led me to believe that was them. Somehow, it was related to them. And a couple years later, and thousands of hours of boots on the ground, I've come to understand a little bit more about it. But there's all kinds of things that can cause orbs. But these little twinkle lights, and that's what we call them. They're little itty bitty orbs. When they pop on, they pop on and pop off, usually real quick. Once in a while, they'll drift around a little bit, but it's like a little pinhead sized bright LED. They're white. Sometimes they're green, sometimes they're red, sometimes they're blue, sometimes amber. But one of the amazing things is one night when, and I don't know if I was at Squatch Camp or one of my other locations, but I was, it was nighttime, about 3/4 moon out. So it was fairly bright out. And I see this, and I refer to the Bigfoot as forest people. It was one of the forest people, walking by probably about 50 yards out, trying to stay in the shadows. And when I told him I could see him, all of a sudden he became this shimmering image, what people refer to as cloaked. And I hate the term cloaked, but, he turned into that, and then a little pin light after that. So I literally watched him go from the full solid form to the cloaked form to this little,
orb,
little twinkle light. And you just sit there and go, how in the hell can that happen? So one of the things that we have to do, of anybody who's doing any type of investigating into anything, is A, keep an open mind. B, remember that nothing is impossible, even though, we're taught that laws of physics say you can do this and this can happen. We really don't know everything out there.
No, we don't.
You know, one of the phrases I've coined is don't let your paradigm dictate your experiences, let your experiences dictate your paradigm. You know, because if you go into any field of investigating, and I don't care what it is, you could be investigating flowers. You go into any field to investigate anything, and you do it with a set paradigm that it has to be this way and it can only be this because that's what our science tells us. You're going to miss the boat. I mean, you're really going to miss the boat.
Well,
Yeah, I couldn't
science can
agree
tell us
more.
that, but when you see it with your own eyes, you know,
Now,
Exactly.
science can, you know.
Yeah, I do want to say when I first started opening up to this, it's like first, well, I mean, first I was thinking the UFOs, it had to be, military. And then I'm thinking, okay, well, there's got to be, at least logical explanations for it. If it is people not from here, there's scientific ways to explain it. But then, you see certain things like orbs that just defy the laws of physics. And people, I started getting a little more open to the whole Sasquatch thing, which at first is so hard for me to open up to because I just, I mean, it was just, I'm already trying to wrap my head around one thing and it's like another thing. But I start speaking to certain people and, like for instance, and by the way, Chris Bledsoe, he's really good friends with Travis Walton. But like Brian from Pork and Beans podcast, we had him on the Paranormal Chop Shop, and he was showing me videos of or pictures of. Excuse me, I'm sorry. He said that he had seen Sasquatch walk into some bushes or into the woods, and he's taking frame by frame shots, and you can see the shots going by, and there's nothing in them. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I got hiccups. And right after when he said the Sasquatch walked into the bushes, you see in one frame a bunch of these little orbs. And his belief is that the Sasquatch can turn into orbs and that they're more of like a interdimensional type being, or like a nature guardian type spirit, I guess.
yeah,
Kind of like what you were saying.
yeah, they don't have to abide by the same laws of physics you and I have to. I routinely experience this. It's whether it's interdimensional or what it is. Dogmatically we can't prove, but the some of the evidence that we've captured. Damn, Russ, I haven't even told you about this one. I wish I could have the picture to show you. If you're ever back here in Arizona, and
I'll be back in within 2 weeks. I'll be back.
all right. We'll have you have to come out this way if you can and hook up with Chuck so he can show you this picture. One of the people that we've been doing some investigating with over in the Concho area, she lives out in the middle of nowhere on 40 acres, has horses and all that stuff. And, she was having all kinds of unusual activity. And we went out and did a couple nights out there last year. And we told her exactly what was going on and how to deal with them and, just talk to them. And well, fast forward, she had somebody out on her property watching it while she was out of town, who is aware of what's going on. And I think there was just a sliver of the moon. And so she was just taking pictures and she got a couple of orbs on the pictures. She was doing burst shots and the orb was in different spots throughout the burst. And when she saw that on her phone, she thought maybe, it was light reflection or, something. So she stepped back outside of her fifth wheel. And on the side of this little hill, there was a really dark area. And so she figured, well, there's absolutely no light there. And she took a picture. And what she got is the most incredible photo I have ever seen in my entire life. The photo won't be shared because the communication was we will, the people who have this photo right now will never share it. Chuck has it, and this lady has it that took the picture, and the lady whose property it is has the picture. But it's like this perfect circle of rainbow sparkly colors with a solid jet black mass in the center. people have always asked me, have I ever seen a portal? And the question has always been, what does a portal look like? We know what science fiction says they look like. This absolutely, I can't come up with any other explanation for what it is other than a portal.
How big was it?
That's a good question, because
you're looking at it in a picture, you can't tell.
Yeah. There's no frame of reference, but how far away? Because I know where she had her fifth wheel set up, and I know the hill that she took the picture of. Probably 50, 60 yards away, and it took up almost the whole picture.
Oh wow!
So what was her camera zoomed in, or was it at its normal set? Those I don't know the answers to. But you get out here, we'll have to get together, and I'll let Chuck show you that picture.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Now, what was the shape of this mast that you were talking about?
It was a perfect circle.
Okay, and you said solid black. That's
Well, it was all the colors of of our spectrum that we can see, and I'm sure there's probably some infrared and ultraviolet in it as well. But the light spectrum that we can see with our own eyes, every color was in it, and it was just this in a perfect circle, and inside the circle it was just bottom of a coal mine black.
Wow, that's fascinating. Yeah, when I hear portals, I think of things like Skinwalker Ranch. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm still learning a lot about things like cryptids and excuse me, things along the lines of
so is everybody else.
Yeah,
we all are.
It's a never-ending process. Yeah, I try to stay open-minded to everything. I don't have any Sasquatch experience. I have experience with orbs. I've seen a couple craft now.
Excuse me.
Kind of transparent. Had a kind of transparent look to them. I guess you say you don't like the word cloaked. I don't know how it's to explain it, but
you can use it.
That's how you do explain it. The only reason I don't, especially in the Bigfoot world, because people have a hard enough time accepting Bigfoot as real, and then when somebody comes out and say, "Oh, he cloaked," that in my mind that automatically starts going towards like Star Trek and science fiction. Yeah, and just kind of, is a stigma in my mind, using the word cloaked. We use distortions and
shimmer
and shimmering images, but we've all
distorted earlier.
Yeah, we've all seen the movie Predator. We all know what that looks like. And the different movies, where things have cloaked. The question is, where did they get that idea for the movies?
Yeah, exactly. I've seen the most recent crap that I saw was more like the Predator type effect. The very first one I saw, which was like a perfect crescent shape, actually, and I can't even explain. It had a foggy surface to it, but it was a crescent shaped craft, and it freaked me out, to be honest. I mean, I had my hand shaking. I almost dropped my phone on the third floor of my apartment. There's a crescent-shaped craft kind of flying on its side, just like if you've seen a big crescent-shaped moon in the sky. But it had a perfect crescent shape to it, and it was a foggy surface, but it was see-through. You could just see straight through it, just like this perfect crescent shape, but kind of like a foggy, cloudy surface to it. So not like completely, cloaked like you hear. Other than that, it's mainly been the orbs. The other thing, the shadow figures, I just recently learned about. I had an experience with one of those before I knew what they even were. And that's whenever, I was still very nuts and bolts about everything. I thought there had to be a logical explanation for everything. And I started experiencing things like that, and that just kind of threw all my logic out the window. And
our logic doesn't apply here.
No, not at all. with all the stuff that I experienced, there was a while that it caused me to dive into quantum physics, which just literally made my brain hurt. But I just finally got to the point that I don't care how they do it. I just know that they do. And it's until once comes into camp, sits down next to me and says, "Hey, this is how it's done." Which I don't ever see happening. But we just have to accept that it is and not how it is.
Yeah. I actually love quantum physics, and I've been into it since way before I even opened up to any of this. And I feel like that's kind of what made me be a little more open to accepting it.
Yeah, I don't see. Personally, I don't have any Bigfoot experience either, or UFOs. Mine's more paranormal. So I've had the paranormal experiences, so I figure why not give this a chance? Flesh and Blood or Woo or whatever. I mean, with the Bigfoot, I figure originally it was Flesh and Blood. All right, somebody's got to turn off their YouTube. I'm getting that.
Hey, Mogsy, how you going?
Is that you, Scotty?
Yeah, mate, how are you? It's not my YouTube, but how are you, mate?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, not much. How's everything going? All right. Hey, Arizona. How are you, Joshy? Mr. Taylor, I think we've met somewhere before. How are you, mate? Anyway, yeah, what's going on? Shout out to Michael Hayward in the audience. He's my biggest Lonely Fans contributor. It's good. So, yeah. How's everything going anyway? How's your week been?
I didn't know Michael was in the Giants.
Yeah. Well, midget one as well, so it's all right. Anyway, moving on. How are you, Mogsy?
Oh, Christ.
We just hit a new level of low, boys and girls.
Is Chad Smith in the chat right now?
That's why I said in the description, you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't put money on it, could you?
But I have, Josh, I have seen orbs. I've seen them here in Florida, but the closest I've been to one I saw was it had to be a spirit orb because I was laying in bed and it was 5 feet away from me.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it came out of the bathroom and went by the foot of the bed and faded out. It was blue. But it had to be a spirit orb because the house I was staying in, people were murdered in the house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
pretty horrific. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just speaking with Preston Dennett earlier, me and Chad Smith, and I just saw that. I think he's in the audience right now. So what's up, Chad Smith? Yeah, how's it going, buddy? He's a good friend of mine. I was talking to Preston Dennett and Seb earlier with Chad about how these orbs could be just a huge variety of things. Some of them may be more extraterrestrial, extra dimensional, some might be more spiritual, And yeah, I've seen in person in some videos of ones that they look totally different. And like what you were saying with the ones in the house, the more smaller looking ones, I guess, that kind of float about. I tried to tell myself that my eyes were playing tricks on me, but I do believe I've had something like that appear in my house once. I mean, I have had a shadow figure appear in my home, so I wouldn't doubt it. And it was immediately after I left Bledsoe's house. But I definitely believe that, like you said, those ones are probably more along the lines of some kind of spiritual, maybe like a spiritual residue of some energy or something.
Yeah, this wasn't residue. This was pretty. It seemed intelligent to me.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean like residue. Yeah, intelligent.
No, and it was bigger. It was like probably the size of a baseball.
Wow.
Awesome.
It wasn't the size like what Kevin was talking about, a volleyball. That would just freak me out.
Yeah, that was nuts, and that's the only time I've seen one that big.
Yeah, that's no thanks.
You're gonna start wondering if they're demonic or not when you get to that big, eh?
Say that again, Scotty.
You have to start wondering if they become demonic over a certain size, like the orbs.
I don't know if size would really play a factor in that, would it?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking the question. Do you reckon it would or not? Like, would there be something behind it, or because usually they're only about tennis ball size, aren't they? Really?
I don't know. I've seen some in the sky, and the brightness of them, either they're extremely bright or they have to be bigger than that. But I've never had any experience with a negative orb, to be honest. I mean, I don't know how they work. I don't claim to, but I really feel like the only times I see the actual orbs is when I have more positive energy. That's just me.
Okay, cool.
But I mean, I could be wrong. I'm sure there are negative things out there, but as far as the orbs, I don't know. But I do want to say I've definitely seen some in the sky that they had to have been bigger than a basketball, or maybe just brighter. You know, the brightness of them makes them look bigger.
Well, when we were down at the 168, the same place we saw the lights, there were other things in the sky that like Barry Browning was pointing out, and Stevie witnessed it. Where there were orbs, or what does he say they were? Do you remember, Stevie? Remember when Barry was pointing out the stuff in the sky at 168?
We were just saying it was a star that wasn't a star. It was something coming from that. I don't know. Orbs. That's all it was.
Yeah. It's called them orbs. Derek says that's mod stuff. What? Size does matter. Orbs. I'm talking orbs here, says Stevie.
Oh. That sounds like a me joke. Hey, Stevie.
Hey.
How are you, darling?
No, I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Big love from Australia as always.
Right on.
How's things going in Australia?
Well, we're here and we're pushing along, even though there's this sour beer's like pushing everybody in the wrong direction still. So yeah, it's just it's crazy. It's been another pandemic where I live, so we're shutting down the town again. Yeah, hopefully one day we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm hoping that would be good.
Yeah, it's getting stupid everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
It's beyond ridiculous,
I'm just curious, and I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to use the vax term again, but you know, I read something. Oh, they have a new vax for the Omicron. How many vaxes did they expect people to get?
412.
As many
I
as
don't know.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know. One for every fingernail, probably. But
and a booster for every day of the week.
Oh well, I don't get it.
Yeah, all I have to say on that is I learned my lesson 32 years ago in Desert Storm. Nobody's sticking
No
crap
vaccine
in me ever again. I'm still screwed up from that one.
Oh wow!
All right, that's all I'm saying on that.
Oh come on, Bogsy, get into it. You'll be right.
No.
I don't even.
But it's just like I keep seeing another booster. We're not fucking
it's ridiculous,
people.
isn't it? Exactly. And yet, the sheeple out there are going, "Oh, just jab me up. You're right. We got to do it."
Yeah, no.
Fuck. Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah, it's just I don't get it.
Yeah. So was Lester plugging his show on your show? Was he, Bogsy?
What's that?
Was Lester giving himself a plug about his show on your show?
Lester hasn't said too much. I think he fell asleep over there.
No, I haven't seen a Bigfoot and I haven't seen an orb, so I'm keeping my mouth shut.
No.
What kind of experiences have you had, Lester? Nice to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you. Closest thing I've had is seeing a fast light in the sky do a 90-degree turn back in the 70s.
Hey, that sounds kind of like my very first sighting, the one I stayed quiet about. It was a light in the sky. I thought it was a star, and it sat there for like 30 minutes. And my friend and I are having a conversation, and coincidentally enough, the same friend I had a near-death experience with, and it's a star that sits still and it just curves off like a backward C, from a standstill. And I mean, so fast it's like gone in the blink of an eye. And I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me until my friend goes like, dude, you just fucking see that. And here's them all stand up, and yeah, that's really the very first one I had, and stayed in denial about it for like years until just last year, to be honest.
I'm curious about something you just said. You said you had a near death experience with somebody.
Yes, with the same friend I had my first sighting with. Yeah.
How do you share a near death experience?
We were both hit by a drunk driver.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, we know.
Shit, or
Yeah. Yeah, we I was pinned in the
Sorry to
vehicle
hear
for
that, man.
oh no, it's cool. I'm walking, it's a it's
We're
a
still
story
here.
I tell a lot of people. Yeah, I was pinned in the vehicle for an hour and a half. Like I hit head on by this drunk driver, and I was stuck in the car, and they got me out. They airlifted me off to Chapel Hill, and I spent a week in a coma. But the real, I guess, just the unreal thing about it was the fact that a few minutes, if not seconds, before I got hit, I put both my feet out the passenger window and leaned my seat back. And when I was pinned in, my legs were pulled all the way up to my chest, and the truck flipping over us is probably what almost took off my right foot. And I'm still walking today, fine. I spent half a year in a wheelchair and another year going through therapy. But the glove compartment to the vehicle I was in was pushed all the way up against me, and it turned out if my legs had been inside the vehicle, they would have been completely crushed. And I can't think of any single time in my life that I put my feet out the
Okay, so you
window.
were in the passenger seat. Okay.
Yeah, I was in the passenger seat. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, just that it still blows my mind today. I don't think I've ever put my feet out the window of a vehicle, and it's like something just like some kind of instinct just told me to do it. Right before we got hit, and
So
it
tell
never
me
changed
about
my life.
this. What was your near death experience like?
Um, well, I want to say I didn't experience. A lot of people talk about their their soul leaving their body or like seeing the light or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't experience that, but I did. I was in the vehicle for an hour and a half, and to me, it only feels like I remember a lot of moments, just like little bits and pieces of fragmented moments that are kind of jumbled. But I remember those moments extremely clear and very vivid. But I had this really intense slow motion effect. I didn't feel any pain whatsoever, and I do remember panicking at one moment. First thing I remember doing was waking up and spitting out some of my teeth, and realizing I'm stuck and I can't move anything, and just coughing up blood. I know it's really graphic. I'm gonna try to leave out some of the really graphic stuff, but feeling like this warmth coming over my body and no pain, and just feeling like this acceptance. Like I felt like I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm about to leave this world, and I just remember feeling like it's gonna be okay, whatever happens. And I remember my best friend, telling me like they're gonna get me out of here, and the firefighters cutting me out, and um, when I first came to, when my best friend is panicking, telling me he's going to get me out, I remember just like looking at him and telling him like, no, this is it, but it's okay, and just being as calm as I am talking to you right now. And
Okay.
that's it kind of shocks me to think that's the way that I would think about it. But I really felt, like it's going to be all right, whatever happens. I remember thinking to myself like, what am I about to see whenever I leave here? I seriously remember actually like contemplating, like I mean not contemplating, but trying to prepare myself, I guess, like thinking like, am I about to go to heaven or hell? And I remember thinking, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be okay whenever I leave here. And the slow motion effect I speak of, I really can't put that into words because it feels like, I don't know, kind of like watching a movie from outside perspective.
I've
Like I'm
experienced.
in,
Mm-hmm.
okay. It's yeah, it's really intense, but it changed my life. It was a really pivotal moment in my life, and yeah, I spent a week in a coma after that, and they had me on life support whenever they had me on a helicopter flying me to Chapel Hills. I did almost die. I just didn't experience that soul leaving the body type thing, or if I did, I don't remember it. But yeah, I don't know. I'll just I'll say after that is whenever I really got into the quantum physics stuff and all the consciousness things to try to get over my physical pain. I feel like that kind of opened the door for me being able to accept a lot of the more paranormal things that I've been experiencing here more recently in my life.
Who'd we just lose?
Well, we're glad you're here with us.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Guys, I've got to go. I've got a few things I need to do before I hit the sack. I've been up since about 3 o'clock this morning, so I'm pretty wiped out.
No doubt.
But Russ, thanks for having me on again. And
thanks for coming on, Kevin. Man, it's good to see you.
Yeah, and things are going to pick up a lot this year. So
yeah. So listen, man, when I get out there, you obviously your house needs some work. You said.
No. Well, I mean, yeah, there's still some things I want to do, but
no. Well, let me know, and I'll come up and give you a hand.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna jump off you guys too. Same. Sorry, I just got company and just got here.
All right.
I don't mean to rush off anything.
Nice to meet you, man.
All right,
thanks,
nice
Kevin.
Josh. I don't mean to rush off. They're knocking on my door right now, though.
No worries. Do
nice.
your thing.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, Russ, give me a call when you get here. Maybe come stay a night at the house. We got a guest room and everything. And
yeah, man.
And we'll get caught up on a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
All right,
dude. Have a great night.
Hey, you too.
Talk to you
Peace
soon.
out.
All right.
Bye.
Oh, damn, Lester, everybody went away.
I think we're alone now.
Oh, shit. It's funny because I kind of had that song in the back of my head. The fact that you just sang it kind of tripped me out.
Wow, cool stories. Wow.
Absolutely.
Makes you think.
Yeah, there is some weird shit going on out there. I didn't have a near death experience, but I did have an outer body experience. And when I had that, I did experience that slow motion that he was talking about. And also when I was working in Sedona in Arizona, we rented ATVs or side by sides, brand new Polarises. People would wreck these things, but almost everybody that came back and would say, after they wrecked it, when it flipped over, almost everyone said it was in slow motion. Wow. Which is just weird. Because if you witness one go over, there's nothing slow about it. It's violent. It's,
Oh, I have, yes.
Yeah, I don't, it's weird how your mind works to protect your, whatever it's, why it does that. I don't know. Somebody said it was a self-preservation thing to see it in slow motion or experience it in slow motion. Who's some?
I've had a few slow motion things.
Oh yeah, was it during an accident or?
Well, I got a little too close to detonating some C4 when I was in the Army once. That went slow motion. And a couple wrecks. I had dirt bikes and four-wheelers when I was younger. And that all seemed to go in slow motion every time that happened.
Yeah, that's just weird how that works. Icon sees Mr. No. What's up? Good to see you.
Hey, Icon. Hop up, buddy. Yeah, Icon, we're talking tractors for 5 hours the other night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Unless you're from the Midwest, you probably wouldn't enjoy it.
No, I was talking to somebody about tractors not that long ago. Oh, we were talking about the like the big tractors that they use that are all computerized and satellite and basically drive themselves.
Yep.
there was something with those programs that there's nobody there to, like, if it goes down, you don't have people coming out to fix them. You know, a lot of farmers have tractors sitting in their damn garages or their barns because you can't update the program or something along those lines. I forget who I was talking to about that.
Well, I believe it. It's pretty bad when your tractor mechanic has to be a computer programmer.
Yeah.
Icon's into the antiques, so
what do they call those? There's flywheelers. Oh, what the hell is it called? There's what do you call a guy like if you're into those old tractors, they have different like clubs and stuff, but they're called something.
Well, here in Iowa, we have the old threshers, which they basically deal with steam engines.
Okay.
Icon would be better at answering that. Hopefully, he'll put the answer in chat.
Fly by Stu, how's it going? I always it's like I have Tourette's. I just yell out people's names. I'm trying to read chat. Batmom says it's your brain keeping you calm when you're going into shock. Our car flipped and it was in slow motion. I just thought I was the only one who experienced the slow-mo. Happy to hear you guys have. Yeah, mine was weird though. It was right after an outer body experience. That as I was coming back into my body, like after I got back into my body, like looking, everything was in slow motion for like a couple seconds, and then it came back like to real time, and that's when you're like, oh shit, I screwed up, because it was I took a fall. It was like 45-foot fall down a mountain.
Damn.
I say a fall, but it was on purpose.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I was 13 and I was hiking with my dad and my sister, and we're going up this trail, up this mountain, and along the trail coming down the mountain was a stream. And at one point it cascaded over this rock, and it was just this long, steep rock. And at 13, I saw a water slide. So yeah, I hopped on it and yeah, zoom straight. Just it was like controlled falling, because my ass was still hitting the ground. And then when I landed in a squatting position, but like my spirit tumbled out of me. So for like 2 seconds, I was staring at myself. I was on my hands and knees looking at myself in the squatted position.
Wow.
Yeah, that was trippy. And that was like my first experience with the, I don't know if you want to call it paranormal. Yeah.
But you've remembered it all this time. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've told the story, it's part of who I am, telling that story, telling other stories of crazy shit that's happened.
I've never had anything like that happen. That would have freaked me out also.
Yeah, it was so quick though. It was like I always compare it to going through the windshield of a car. The car stops and you keep going. My body stopped and my spirit kept going. It's like it tumbled out of me. It was weird.
Closest thing I've had happen, something like that, was when I was really little. I mean, I had to be under 5. My dad and my uncle were timing themselves at the sand pit, see who could hold their breath the longest. So I thought I'd try the same thing. And I remember my aunt running out to grab me out of the water, thinking I was drowning. But if I was under the water, how did I see my aunt running out to the water to get me?
Ah, it's true.
That was my only question there.
Yeah, that's odd.
I remember it like it was yesterday. That's And like I said, I was under 5 years old, so I shouldn't be remembering things back then.
And how old are you?
56.
Okay. Yeah, I was 13. Yeah, it was weird. And that's odd. If you were underwater, how did you see your aunt? Guess you forgot to come up, like.
At that age, I probably didn't know how to swim at all. But I grew up swimming in a sand pit. There was no swimming pools back then.
Yeah, I was swimming in the ocean and rivers and all sorts of fun stuff wherever there was water.
Oh.
Hey, Mogs, how many times you reckon you've been here then? Stu, I'm not sure what you mean. You were talking like reincarnation? Sorry, I'm just reading chat.
Yeah, that question kind of puzzled me also.
Yeah. Fly by Stu, follow up with that. Explain that question. Curious. So, Mr. Lee says, Richie, I'm buzzing, dude. That means Richie's stoned. Mandarin cookies, 79% on the THC, 0 CBD. That's going to kick your ass, dude.
Mr. Lee's going to yell at you because it's not keto.
Icon, what's up, man?
Not much. How you doing?
Doing good, brother. Doing good.
What's happening, Lester?
Seasoned, huh? Not antiques, or seasoned.
Yeah, they're seasoned. They're not antiques.
Ah.
Do you have an answer for Moggs?
Huh?
Well, Moggs had a question about tractors earlier. Do you have an answer for him? Because I was hitting a blank.
What was the question?
Well, I was in Arizona and I saw a sign and it was advertising the show for tractors. Like it was, like at the local high school or whatever.
Right.
I want to say they called them flywheelers. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, a lot of the pre-1920 engines had the big flywheels on the side.
Okay.
And then you get the smaller portable power units, and those are the old hit and miss engines. Very simple construction, very easy to run and keep after. Sip the fuel lightly and get a lot of work done.
Right on. I think I drove a tractor once.
Right on.
Not from Iowa, then.
No, Jersey. No. Yeah, BF Bud, tractor pulls?
Ooh, I like tractor pulls.
Good time if you got a cold beer.
So when did monster truck rallies just turn into like destroy my truck? I'll just see. I looked at something the other day. All they did was come out, do a jump, and crash.
Really?
Every truck that they were doing, like these trying to get as high as they could, and I was like, why would you do that?
Wow. It's kind of a waste of time and effort.
Yeah. I mean, I get putting on a show, doing backflips or whatever they do with them now, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But, just purposely going as high as you can, there's no way you're going to control the landing. One truck landed and both back tires just shot off. I was like, now what?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting to the point of being rather pointless.
Yeah, it used to be cool. They'd have drag races or they'd race each other and they'd do the jumps and whatever, and they'd race.
Shred up a lot of cars too.
Yeah. Now it's like, I don't know. It's graduated to something a little odd.
I guess sponsors paying for everything. It's not the.
This is true. Yeah, it's not like what's his name? Chandler with Bigfoot, where he paid everything for him. Did it all himself in the beginning.
Right.
Yep.
Because
No
that's
shade
an
tree mechanic.
expensive habit
Yeah.
or hobby.
Yeah. I still remember seeing the first Bigfoot when they came to Milwaukee. They didn't have too many options, so they ended up tearing up the infield of the Milwaukee Mile at the State Fair Park. That was awesome.
Yeah, I remember when Bigfoot first came out. That was just like, you're a kid. I was a kid. I was like, what the hell is this? This is amazing.
Yep.
That was my introduction to that. That's what I grew up with thinking Bigfoot was a truck.
Yeah, same here.
Yep, me too.
I mean, I had seen the Patterson Gimlet, and I just, I saw it at a young age, and I just accepted that it was okay. It's in the Pacific Northwest, and
yeah,
it existed. I never thought that it didn't exist.
Right.
Yeah, Mr. Lee, thanks for posting everybody's channels and chat.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just weird how things progress. Like skateboarding today is not what it was when I was a kid.
Right. Our thing was hoping we could stay on the tallest hill in town.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, of course, we were, the skateboards were different, as I got to around 12 or 13 is when like you had the bigger decks come out with the, it wasn't those little narrow plastic things that
banana board.
Yeah.
My first skateboard had ceramic trucks, and I had one of those slow motion events when I hit a crack in the sidewalk and that truck broke.
Just kept going.
Ceramic trucks. Jesus.
I was 10 and I was skateboarding in a laundromat in an apartment complex. And I remember coming around the washing machine, and there was maybe a curb that was maybe 3 inches, 4 inches tall. And I had, was going off the curb. All I remember is coming around the washing machine, and I woke up in a hospital. Apparently, I knocked my second and third vertebrae out of place, and I had amnesia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They said if I had knocked the first one out like a hair more, I would have been paralyzed from the neck down.
Oh, wow.
So I was in traction in the hospital for like a week or however long it was. But I didn't know the severity of it because, traction was just these just like strap that went under your chin and wires that went up to these weights and counterweights and shit. And, I'm in a bed, and I had this kid across from me who, I don't know why he was in the room, like what was wrong with him, but he had these, like, you remember the Mad Libs, the books that you would fill in the words or,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he had those. So I would get at it. I'd take the thing off, get out of bed, go grab one, get back in bed, put the traction back on. I didn't know. I was 10.
Was that man in a halo?
Yeah, I know. No thanks. I didn't have the halo because it wasn't. They said it was broken, but it wasn't broken. It was just out of whack. Mr. Lee says Mogs is alive. Barely. Yeah, I don't know how I made it this far. Jumping
Sounds
over.
like it.
Well, no, think about it. I know you guys did it too. You made wooden ramps. You put bricks, you stacked bricks, and you put a piece of wood, and you jumped it with your bike.
Oh, yeah.
I lost teeth. I mean, when I was a kid, I was a wreck.
It was all fun and games till my grandpa caught me jumping over his pickup truck with my dirt bike.
That'll do it.
Yeah, one board and a couple of cement blocks, and there we go. That's a ramp.
Well, that's like the state sport in Iowa, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
That's awesome. Who else is here? What do we have? 44? Somebody else must be live. It's like we get to a certain point and my numbers just go down.
Mine do too, but that's because I ramble on for hours on end. I think I almost put in 8 hours on the last one.
Yeah, we
What?
were up late. We
When
were
did
up
you
till
do that?
3:30.
It's brains.
Hey, how are you, Ike?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Oh, living the dream, as you'd expect. Hello again, Moggs. How are you, brother? My phone
Howdy.
overheated. Just let me down in the most impossible way. And Mr. Taylor, I believe we've met somewhere before somewhere. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, you accused me of pushing my channel.
That's right, yeah. I'm
Go for
sure
it.
I've heard your voice somewhere. Yeah.
Everybody else pushes their channel here. That's it. I welcome
No,
it.
but Lester's obviously just pushing his luck with you, Moggs, so it's all
Why?
right. Promoting his own shit on your station. How good's that?
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah. I heard he does all right.
Well,
Yeah,
you
he
were
has some really good guests
last
too.
week pushing it.
Last week was
Yeah.
mad. It was brilliant. I was there.
Yeah, I see you guys all hanging out together.
Yeah, one big happy fucked up family.
Yep.
Dysfunctional.
Very,
Yeah, absolutely.
very dysfunctional.
And Michael's the peanut butter on the dog's biscuit. No, it's all right. But anyway.
Actually, Michael had an experience just like you did, Mugs, with the catfish. He got an infection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was brutal, man. That was terrible. I'm feeling my thumb where it happened, and it's still like I cringe.
Where is that beautiful man? How come he's not in chats, by the way?
Yeah, where's Sleepy
He's
Haywood?
been really quiet.
He was
Michael,
here
come to
earlier.
the forefront, brother.
He's up.
Yeah, I know.
tonight.
He's taking the piss out of me.
Actually,
It was
Michael
funny.
has to get to sleep tonight. He's got a show tomorrow morning. Wagon Breath channel.
Oh, yeah. Stop promoting shit, Lester. We've been through this.
They're our fam, man.
Yeah, it's not the point. Okay, well, yeah. All right, we'll let this one slide, but not anymore. But is that the AM show with Wagon Breath and what do you think, Michael? You talking about?
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I munted it anyway, but yeah.
What channel is that?
Wagon Breath 11.3.
Yeah, the AM show with Sleepy Haywood and Miss Wagon Breath. Oh, Jen's in chat. Hi, Jenny. Talk about family showing up.
Yeah, John says Z is Haywood.
He's a big, important newsreader now. So
He is.
Yeah.
Michael's getting famous for falling asleep during live streams
Yep.
and snoring.
Wow.
Our littlest member's got the biggest heart, so it's okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
While on the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been on 4 different channels now and fell asleep.
Yep, he's the king of it. Captain Z.
That's crazy.
Funny.
I think Derek fell asleep. Derek McManus fell asleep on us once.
Well, give him a break though, because these streams he's falling asleep on
It was
are
a
like
chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
Too much
Mike-
chemical.
Michael jumps on these streams that last 6 or 7 hours, and
That's a long time, man. The longest I did was like 5.
The longest I did was 8 days.
yeah,
What?
Yeah.
that over 200-hour live stream I was telling you about earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, I was caught second in command on that one. That was fun. getting fucking phone calls at 3 a.m. after I crashed out because Ruthless was sleeping already and no one could get in from the green room to, get up and like talk to poor Lester because he got abandoned or something like that.
Oh, poor Dickens. I don't know how he coped.
Yeah,
he could have just hung up and gone to bed as well, but nah, not Lester.
Hey, Scotty,
true champion.
Go wrestle a kangaroo or something.
Come on, don't get your knickers in a knot. It's only because I love you.
Battle some drop bears.
Yeah, drop bears, definitely.
Drop bears.
If we ever meet, I'll hug your ankle.
Love it.
Scotty's 6'9", by the way.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm a midget.
He was showing us around his backyard, and we could actually see the peak of his roof from the top down.
Yeah, it was like we were all packed in a little drone. It was really cool.
My feet never left the ground. How cool was that?
6'9", damn.
Yeah. Midget
Man,
material.
I'm 6'3", but 6'9" is outrageous.
Yep.
Everyone looks up to Scotty.
Yeah, even though I'm frowned upon.
They don't have a choice.
Anyway.
All right, on.
So what were we talking about, Mr. Monks?
I don't know. What were we talking about?
I don't know. I just walked in and fucking ruined everything. So. After I tripped over Icon's wheelchair. Did he tell you about that, Mogsy?
No.
Apparently he's hurt his cock sling and he's also hurt his back. So he slipped over in a puddle of ice. Poor bugger. Going to the mailbox, like looking for bloody pantyhose or something. So my beautiful friend Icon is in the wars.
So people from the Midwest, dealing with this ice cold and all this snow, we normally dress up when we go outside. Not Icon. He wears his freaking flip-flops outdoors.
And a pair of socks.
I can't say anything about that.
You're in Florida.
Yeah, you're not 7 feet deep in snow with your wheelchair, though, Mogsy.
40 below at night.
No.
See, Lester, you're not the only one that's getting picked on, so shut up. I love this family. We're cool. Well, I was until I got booted.
Oh, feel the love.
Yeah.
So, how is your ass there, Icon?
It's doing better. It's doing
Connor
better.
wants to know where's Hiveless.
Probably asleep, poor bugger.
Has he been here before?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah,
Okay.
he jumped on.
Oh, cool.
That's right. Yeah, the day, my first time, I jumped on for about 3 seconds. He came up behind me. He's like, "Oh, I was going to help you." Yeah. A good guy. Like Pete, got so much time to be.
Icon, I like your avatar. Is that a new one?
Is it a wheelchair? Oh no, it's an asshole. That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
That's funny. Because I was looking at him like, what the hell is that? No, it's a mule.
It's an ass and a hole. It's an asshole. It's cool.
It's an asshole. Yeah.
I love it.
You are lucky he didn't pull out the midget pole dancing one.
Oh yeah, Ikey. They got to do that one, bro.
I'd have to log in to get those avatars. I can't get them right now.
Shame.
Yeah. This is why you don't let other people hijack your channel, Moggs.
Oh no, it's perfectly all right.
Oh, cool.
No, it's all in fun. So
Yeah. I will be until I'm backstage and get my ass kicked by these two.
Just
Watch
assuming
the
you're going to
fucking
make
emails fly now. Holy crap. Someone will be swinging walking canes at me, won't they, Icon?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fucked.
Lester's going to push you over my wheelchair backward.
There you go. I'm not. Trust me, I will never touch Scotty. My God, knock him out with the thumb.
Michael will touch Scotty. I ain't saying.
Hey, Michael's here! Yay!
There he is.
Fantastic! Yay! Good man.
What's happening, Sleeping Beauty? How you doing?
Yeah. What's up, sweet pea? Must have been sleeping with the 6 other dwarves, eh? Poor bugger. Maybe he should come up and give me a serve.
Let's see what
we'll have the whole family up.
Irish have to say. Mr. McManus, how's it going?
What's this about me falling asleep? I don't remember that. Although to be fair,
Hey, Derek,
I did fall asleep.
How are you, brother?
I'm not saying it's not impossible, because that used to be my party trick in the Navy. We'd be in a bar somewhere, and we'd get a few pints down us, and I would conk out, and then until it was moved to somewhere else, it was like, wake Derek up, let's go, we're moving.
Yeah, it was one night. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, is Derek sleeping? I think so.
Classic.
Oh, the things you do, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Although in my defense, it is 5 o'clock in the morning, so setting aside the massive consumption of alcohol.
So you're 5 o'clock, you're not just getting up, you're still up?
No, I took a couple hours sleep, and then I got up especially to watch your show, Mogs.
Oh, really?
Because I like you that much.
Don't kiss my ass. No.
I hope you're too late to apologise now, pal. Ben will note to self, never go drink with Mogs, especially when he's got Vaseline.
Oh my god.
There's Haywood again. Hey, Haywood, brother, how you doing? Hey, did that email come through finally there, Michael? I've been having just the biggest bitch of a time getting an email through to that guy. Starting to worry he can't read.
Oh, he's just using, I didn't get it as an excuse.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, Michael was using peer pressure on all of us because he bragged about him being the first one of us to jump on your show, Moggs. So,
well, actually, yeah, I guess, was he first? I don't know.
They hopped on for the new year.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying I didn't know if anybody had jumped in before that. Anybody else, thought Scotty might have.
And it's been all downhill for Haywood from there. And he says, yes, it did. Awesome.
Bat Mom says, I feel like we are eavesdropping on a random person phone call like we used to do when there were storms messing with the telephone lines.
Well, Bat Mom, if you like this, you'll love my stream.
Or mine.
Or Icons.
Hey.
Scotty needs to get a stream, you lazy sod, you. Oh, he must be driving around again.
Yeah.
Connor says, check out the movie Wander on Amazon if you like conspiracies. Is it Wander or Wonder? Wander. That's an A. Huh.
And thank you again, Mr. Lee.
Oh, for posting your links in chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the channels. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Lee. Pussy.
Icon's getting ready to put out a video on his channel with him, his sister, and their dog by a tractor singing "Let's Go Brandon."
Just another day on the farm.
Yep. The funny farm.
Funny farm, yeah, absolutely.
I'm just blowing through, looking at comments.
No.
Ida, have a great evening, or night, I should say. It's almost morning, so good night.
Take care, Ida. Have a good one.
Well, if it's 5 a.m. for me, it must be the afternoon for the Australian folks.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock over there.
3.
3?
Yep.
I guess it depends on where you are.
Yeah, 4, and then over in WA it's 3 hours behind, so they're like 12. So yeah.
Shit. Turn that down.
Hi, Tracy. Rex, Miss Dill. Miss Dill doesn't want to jump up. Why is that? She's fun.
Oh, shit.
As long as you don't play the guitar or wear leotards, you're right. Like last week's caper. Holy crap.
Oh, man, she got on it. Tore everyone a new hole.
Oh, yeah.
Where was this?
Yours?
stream.
Just here with you.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad.
It was
It
cool.
was funny. It was funny as hell.
It was.
She's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I love when she comes on.
We do too. We were talking about it by ourselves here behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Scotty gave us a low
Okay,
down.
now I got somebody back here. Oh, here we go. It's Jen.
Hello, Jen.
Sister Jen.
She's come on to apologise for us, obviously.
Hey, girl.
Right.
Especially me. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi.
Good girl.
Yeah, this is my little retarded family you got going on up here.
I resemble that comment, Jen.
Yes, you
Oh,
do.
look at the picture. I mean, you know.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Auntie Jenny. No, you're too hot to be an auntie. Anyway.
And don't make me have to come over there and smack you upside the head.
That could work. I could make that work. Yeah, let's do that.
Please.
Please. Pretty please. I promise to be naughty at every opportunity.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, don't fucking threaten me with a good time, woman.
Yeah, Stevie said she loves you guys, so I told her to, come hang out.
Right on.
Yeah, absolutely.
More than welcome anytime.
Welcome to the nut house. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I've seen this cast recently. More than once.
What could go wrong?
Famous last words.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Ask that question 203 hours later.
Yeah, that shit forged friendships, didn't it?
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
How do you do it? 200-hour stream.
Shifts. Lots of shifts.
Yep. Lots of shifts, and you find different shit, the silliest shit to talk about, and you just laugh and giggle.
What was the purpose of it? I mean, like, you
Just
got
to break the world record.
And
yeah,
just
we were
because
trying for it.
And how did that go?
Freebie, he started that stream with like an hour left of free StreamYard time. And he's like, oh, hey, I wonder how long I can push this. So we go like 4 hours, we're doing good. We're going 12 hours, we're doing good. We're going 24 hours and it's still going. We're like, what the hell? We'll just keep it going. And that's what happened. And all of a sudden on day 8 at some point, StreamYard shut it down and sent him an email that he was naughty. It was kind of funny.
200 hours later?
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody dropped the
200
ball on
hours,
that one.
that puts even Muller to shame.
Eh?
The infamous long man from Wales that does 10-hour live streams.
Really?
200 hours is like what? 3 times off? 4 times that?
Yeah.
20 times that.
No, we did 8 days.
Yep.
8
Yeah, it
days
was
straight. Yep. It was fucking full on.
Yeah, the world longest one is 259 hours. So almost.
Hey, something to shoot for next time.
Yep.
Absolutely. Not for a while though.
Well, there's that's just crazy.
And we learned how Michael sleeps anyway. He takes shifts snoozing into his microphone, the poor monkey. But he did an awesome job when he was up, so it was cool.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And is where my stream was created.
Yeah, thanks to Michael.
Just a reason for us all to keep getting together and talking.
Yeah. Yeah, no topics taboo, and doesn't matter what you say or what you think. You know what I mean? There's no hard feelings or anything. So it's an awesome feeling. You're not under any pressure to, you know. That's the way I feel anyway. But I just say what I want, and I get kicked down for it. So
it's cool that we can all just hang out.
Absolutely.
That's the only reason I started this, was to meet the people that I've been hanging out with for so long, and before I started the show. I mean, it was like, that's why I came up with Why the Fascination. Like, what the fuck are you people doing here all the time? What's your story? I mean, everybody's here. You see the same people night after night after night, and it's like in this odd, genre of the fringe, and it's like I wanted to hear everybody else's story, Awesome. So that's why I called it Why the Fascination. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, can I just do a quick shout out to Crowy? He's awesome. Hey, Mogsy, Rooster, Coburn, Donkey, Sunflower, Charles Xavier, and Little Joey Jumper. Oh, I love how he thought of me last. That's beautiful. Hey, Crowy, welcome on board. Fuck yeah.
What's up, Tony? I like how he comes in at the end of the show. Well, what would be the end? No, I'm not kicking you off right now. Relax.
Right on.
Apparently, I'm not.
Wouldn't be the first time I've been booted, so yep, lovely to see you.
Mr. Lee.
We're not going to go for the 200 hours.
I see that.
Not even close.
Oh, we've got shell shock still from that.
Holy cow! Yeah.
Well, this is pretty cool.
I
can just go like this and mute my mic and go have a cigarette.
Yeah,
go for it.
Go grab a cup of
yeah,
coffee.
Yeah. You guys are professionals at this shit now.
Yep. Yeah, professional amateurs. It's all right. Well,
hey, you got to
stand alone in that statement. Icon, Lester, and Jen do all right, but I'm just a monkey in the middle.
Mr. Lee, Scotty can only tell you about the
Stevie says, "Hell no, I got to work in the morning."
Oh,
First, Stevie.
I'm her ride. We ain't going that long.
Somebody will vamp for you. Just leave the stream running.
Yeah.
We'll get you demonetized. Don't worry. It's not a problem.
Yeah, he's got to worry about us on that. Definitely has to worry about us on that.
Shit, it took me 10 months to get my first check, so really?
The first check for 25 cents for 15,000 views.
I got a copyright claim on my second video.
For what?
Jeff Harding posted his intro video for his stream. And I got
Jeffrey.
Troublemaker.
It's for claim for lyrics, not the song, not the music.
Oh.
That was funny. The first interview I ever did with him, it lasted an hour. I was so pleased to see him. Now it seems like every other stream I'm on, he just shows up to say hello. It's like, oh, g'day, Jeff. It was an honor to be in his presence. Now I'm just fucking happy when he goes away.
Well, I'm glad he's. I'm glad he started.
I'm joking, but yeah, I fucking love him. But anyway, not to worry.
Because he would just hijack everybody else's show.
Savage.
Nah, not really. But yeah, he's a lot of fun, especially in the chat. Yeah. Some of the stuff he types out, it's gold.
I enjoy Jeff. He's an intelligent man.
Absolutely, great guy.
He fits in with our group really good.
Yes, he does very well. Yeah, he's part of the family.
And we had a blast with Joe Schneider the other night. Man,
Joe's good too. The old Sea Dog stories.
Yep, that was cool.
Papa.
Yeah,
Papa Craig.
It's funny because Joe straight up said when he started his show, he's like, "Dude, I'm stealing your format." I was like, "Oh, great, have fun with it." Yeah.
He gave you a plug. He said, he took it straight from you. He said it the other night.
Yes, he openly admits it.
Everybody stole all my shit. It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm
That's
sorry.
because he loves you.
We stole it. It was not intentional.
No, it's obviously something's working. So
Well, yeah, we're all here every week, so we like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys,
But,
do your thing. I'm going to
step
go
off for a cigarette. Go on enjoy yourself.
Damn right I am. It's 2 hours. I haven't had a
Right,
cigarette.
vamp, folks, vamp.
I'm going to start cursing at people soon.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, talk about yowies and stuff, hey, for Mr. Lee's asking the question. There's certain places here in Australia where we don't stop in our trucks for that reason. So, yeah, they're
really?
around allegedly. So, yeah.
But Scotty's his only experience with Yowie is when he got his brown snake caught in the zipper.
And that was an owie, not a yowie.
And that was a good night on the piss too.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I know a guy actually done that.
Behave.
Had to go to the hospital and get stitches.
Good luck with that.
Was he drunk?
And he says, and the worst it was a lady doctor. And she says, what's the nature of the injury? So he whopped it out. And she says, oh, that's a big one. And he says, thanks very much. And she says, no, I was talking about the cut.
Did it eventually work its way out or what?
No, he just got it stitched up and got it inserted. He just caught the foreskin and the zip. But he says to me after that, he says, only ever button up jeans.
That's like the lady. There's a lady on TikTok, Derek, who was saying that apparently she believes that most men have to go to the hospital every 6 months to get their foreskin trimmed. And then she was asking, "What do you do if you don't get it trimmed?" And someone jumped online and said, "You got to braid it." So.
You roll it back around your ball sack,
like a dim sim.
Right. I'm going to address Rex's hand now because he's not the first one. Somebody's got on to me about wearing Spider-Man pajamas. I'm wearing a grey vest underneath a red T-shirt. And I agree, it probably does look like Spider-Man, but it wasn't.
Yeah, you do look like Spidey.
I haven't even seen the new movie yet. I think you've seen that. I hear it's very good. Made $2 million at the box office.
Hey, Jimbo's in the audience. Hey, Jimbo, how are you, fam? Fuck yeah. Fucking beautiful.
The new Spider-Man is a good movie, Derek. I recommend it.
I haven't had a chance to go over and see it yet. Because if I have to go to the cinema, I have to sort of get the car and drive 20 miles over the mountain to the next town. If you know what I mean. So I just couldn't be bothered.
Yep.
So I heard your mailbox blew up.
It did, yes. The youths, the young people have been misbehaving again, and they put a firework in my letterbox and they blew it. You absolute fucking shit. The guy live in a 2-bedroom flat, and there's a wee corridor where you come in from the front door, and the back end of my letterbox was lying at the door of the living room. Whenever I walked out, just the smoke never hit me in the face, and I just wandered down and just, you know, where your letterbox would be in the door, completely gone. So I just knelt down, looked out to see this guy in black running away like the hammers of hell. So I just pulled the phone out and rang the police. And that was fine. They came around. There was 2 of them was at the door. And they were talking to me. And then they says, look, you says there's 7 of these guys. And I says, yes, I counted 7 of them. And they says, we've rang for support. So the other police car pulled up. And they were on the other side. There's a shop on the other side of the flats, and that's where they were hanging out. Obviously, they seen the other police car pull up. They all did a runner. I was standing in the balcony of these 2 cops. I says, "That's them there." The 2 cops was down the stairs, jumped the car, and way after the stairs. So,
right.
I don't care. It's not my flat. It's a housing executive flat. I'll ring the housing executive in the morning and come around and put a new letterbox on.
Yeah.
The fuck do I care?
Yeah, that's right.
It's not costing me anything. And the best it is, Dominic 2 doors down has the camera on. He is one of them security cameras, so they're on camera doing it. So if the police does catch them, it'll be go to court. Here's a video film of you putting a firework through this man's door. I am the judge. Thank you very much. Criminal damage, bang. You know, fine or jail or whatever he wants to give them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hello.
I figured it out. Hey, guys.
How are you?
Oh, look. Moggs has changed.
Stevie.
Moggs has a sex change. It's trans.
Moggs got a lot fucking prettier.
I do love the diversity in this
He was
channel.
coming out. I said I was going to sabotage
Stevie.
the show.
Stevie,
why not?
lock him out. Lock the bastard out like he locked you out the other night.
Yeah, go on. Do that. Do that. Lock him out.
It's my
Payback's
show
a
now.
bitch.
Jen. Where's Jen?
I'm not here. I'm here.
I didn't hear you. Hi. I don't think we've
Hi.
ever talked. Hello. I'm
Yeah.
so excited you're on here. I had to take over for a minute. I think I did lock him out, honestly.
Good.
That's all right.
We'll find out in a minute.
I don't mind that.
Oh,
I'm
Rusty
happy with
is
that.
freezing his
Figure out the
knackers
camera
off,
'cause it's
hopefully.
so damn tall. I couldn't figure it out before I came on. I'm like trying to figure out how to adjust the camera. Hi guys.
Hey.
Scotty, Icon,
Howdy.
Lester, you guys are fucking hilarious. I was dying while listening to you guys.
Thank you.
Derek,
Yeah,
how
you
are
can
you?
always come over and join anytime you want one day.
No, I'm gonna have to. I've already subbed. I figured it out while I was sitting out there. Yeah, I was sitting here in the room listening to Mokes do the show, and then he puts his earphones on, and I can't play sound in the background, or else there's that echo thing. So I had to go sit outside. I sat out there for like the last 45 minutes or so. I'm freaking freezing. God, it's cold. I'm in Florida, and it's cold.
How can it be cold in Florida?
Oh no, it's windy. I mean, look at my nose; it's red. I
That's
just
red
spent
right
last
now.
hour almost outside. It's very cold. It's a cold wind right now. Yes, it does get cold in Florida. Not for long.
Light
Little.
Manx in the house. Hey, Manky.
Ooh, I can actually see chat.
Manky.
Right?
Good to see you too, Jimbo. Hey, Christina's here. Hello. Crowy, I hope you
My
feel better,
major
brother.
memory of
Fucking
Florida
hell.
is we went
He's
there
coming
after
back
I got
in.
married,
It didn't work.
and
I told him I was going to lock you out.
Some guy with the purple limbs here as well, I think.
Yeah, he's talking big in the dang.
Yeah.
Chat
Well, don't you
Yeah, he
ever
talks
accuse me
pretty
of picking
big
on you
for me
again,
and
Lester.
Burton.
After some of the hurtful stuff that little purple M's written in the chats, you can
Christina,
fuck off
right?
and leave me alone. All right?
It's freezing with the wind. I'm telling you.
I'm talking to you, Lester.
Oh,
You'll take
I
your
hear
butt
you.
hurt shit and throw it at him. He's the prick, not me. I love you. I love you, Lester.
it sucks
He
when
thinks
your
you're going to have a
brother's
man
big, though.
baby with Jeff Harding. Fuck me dead. I've never said that to you.
The only person missing is Jeff.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
evidently Jeff is ice fishing. So
Ah, righto.
That's
Sticking
right.
his pole in a hole.
Yeah, but then you can just kick him in the ice hole.
oh my,
oh, Miss Dill. Is it 14 here?
Oh, Jesus. It would kill me. That would kill me. I can barely deal with 40, 50 degrees. I think if Richie said it's 40 over there.
Screw that.
Yeah, no. I'd freeze completely.
Get to my chair.
I'm cold now. Oh, well, here. Let me move out of the way.
Icon goes outside in his boxers and his flip
Oh.
flops.
Yeah. But he also skis with his arsehole, the poor bugger. He hasn't learned
I
that.
thought you'd lock him out, Stevie.
Yeah, I was just moving.
They're called sleds, aren't they, over there, Ike?
Yeah, I think so.
What's that? Snow machines?
No. He's taken after his favourite band, Butthole Surfers.
Oh, Lordy.
Tracy says she's under her. I'm under my blankets until I get a hot flash.
Oh, Lord.
Then the blankets just fly everywhere. It's in the 40s, but the wind is much colder for us beachgoers.
Right?
Huh.
Look at my nose is red.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sniffle.
Oh, you're on your. Okay. So, yeah, what are we at? 2
Mr.
hours.
Lee.
30 minutes.
Mr. Lee wanting to lose his wrench there, Moggs.
Why? What's he doing? Fuck you then.
Fuck, you should come over there. You should come over there into the world, Mogsy. You can fit right in.
I'm still sitting here. I didn't go anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, you're still a pussy, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, Mr. Lee.
That was funny.
Lee,
That
look
Dave
at
Hawley
me.
put Mr. Lee on his thing and went up. That was funny as fuck.
And the regular, jump on now, Mr. Lee, 3PO, please.
You don't have to show your face. Nobody else is. Jump on, Lee. Come on.
Yeah, I'm showing my asshole. It's all good.
I'm sure that.
Yeah, you flex that pucker icon. Problem is, though, you tried to use it as a fucking brake, so it doesn't work.
There you go, Lee. That one's for you.
But Mr. Lee, I put the link in chat. Use it.
Oh, don't waste your don't waste your link ink, mate. You won't.
He's a
Poor bugger. No, I'm not doing that shit. Fuck you guys.
No, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get him. I'll set up a StreamYard, but no, just you know, I can use it as like what do you call it? I can just chat on StreamYard and not go live or anything. So I'm going to do that for Mr. Lee. I'm going to have him come on, and him and I are just going to bullshit.
Mr. Lee just likes to be mysterious. That's his problem. He wants to be windswept and interesting, as Billy Connolly used to say.
What are you doing, man?
They're attacking me.
Both of them?
Christina, I am absolutely sober right now.
I have not touched a fucking drop yet. But if you want shit to go south pretty quick, I can do that for you.
Yeah, I haven't touched a drop either.
I got some loudmouth soup in the fridge downstairs in my shed, so we can make it happen.
No.
No?
May will be 5 years. I
Sorry?
drank.
Oh,
don't apologize. I'm good with it. Come on, dog. What are you doing?
I know. That's what I'm saying. Look,
Come here.
tail.
Come on up here. Come on up here.
Beat
Why
me
you
up
come?
with a tail.
My dog is like tripping out.
Both of them. Hi, Lucy.
Oh, maybe they have to go out. I don't know. 80-pound shepherd thinks she's a lap dog.
Yeah, I have 80 pounds of pit bull that thinks the same every once in a while.
Yeah, no, this thing, she's a great dog, though. I don't know what her deal is, why both of them are like under my feet right now.
Not mine.
Oh, Jesus, Stevie B.
Let me put some light on this. Hold on.
Okay.
Where are you? I can't see you. Come here, Maya. Say hi. Say hi. Fucker. All right. Anyway. Well, yeah, you don't want a dog barking in a hotel.
Oh, no.
People get all upset about that shit.
Watch out.
Well, yeah, guys. I do have to cut this off because we got to get up early. I got to get her to work in the morning. But yeah, man, thank everybody. Thanks for coming on tonight, man. Lester, Icon, Jen, Derek, Scotty.
Jen.
Thanks for having us.
Jen, it's the first time you've been on here.
Yeah.
My pleasure as always.
I'm glad you came on. It's good to have you on.
Yeah, well, somebody has to yell at the three goofballs. So
keep him in check.
I wasn't even going to come on until you made that scurrilous accusation about me falling asleep.
It wasn't an accusation. It was fact.
It was fact.
Not Christina.
Like it. Photos or it didn't happen. Photos or it didn't happen.
Richie's dog. Let's see. Richie says, Mia went to the vet 65 pounds, not 50 anymore. It's because you fed her. That's my. If you guys saw the short I did recently with the dog and the turtles, the dogs were barking at a turtle.
Yeah.
A tortoise.
Yep.
The white dog, that's Richie Evans' dog. That's
Oh,
Maya.
okay.
Yeah, and then it was Maya and Mia next to each other.
Cool.
So that was his dog. Who's
Speaking of Richie, hey Richie.
Haywood. I believe Derek was meditating. That's Michael's excuse.
Oh, he'll be using that himself now. You watch.
Yeah. I was just meditating. Oh.
Nah, I'll be honest. I was probably just drunk.
There's that. No, I don't believe that. Anyway, all right, guys. If you guys want to go backstage, I'll hang out for a little while longer, but not much. But one by one, I'm going to click you off and put you backstage. Lester, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, Lester, for fucking up Mog's show.
Somebody's got to do it.
Thanks for parking your wheelchair in the walkway there, Ikey.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Lovely to see you, beautiful flower, Jen. Good to see you, Derek. Kick me off for you, Moggs. I'm just being a prick.
Oh, sorry.
I'll see you backstage. I'll see you backstage.
I'm just going to go one by one. So if you guys want to say goodnight, now's the time.
Thank you, Moggs. Thank you for everyone in chat. Take care.
Night.
Thank you, everyone.
See you later.
Later on, fellow chatters.
Good night, everybody.
Woo!
Night, Stevie.
Night, Stevie. Love you.
Good night, John Boy.
Sue Ellen.
All right.
Night, Crowy. All the best for tomorrow, eh, fam? Take care.
Icon, it was great meeting you.
It was a pleasure meeting you, too.
That's a
You guys
lie.
are more than welcome anytime to come on.
Yeah, I'll definitely stop back. You take care. You
All right.
and Stevie.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Who else? Oh, who did I just dump back? Oh, I got rid of Scotty. No, who did I just put
Scotty.
backstage? I clicked on somebody wrong.
Right on.
All right. Jen, thank you. Don't be a stranger. It's always you, Derek. You're always the last one at the party.
Always the last man. The Irish man's always the last man standing, Moggs. Have you not learned that by now?
Yeah, well, barely standing.
Night, son. Night, the chat. See you all later.
All right. Thanks, man. Well, that turned out to be fun. I thank everybody for showing up tonight and having, coming on, and that was fun. I needed that laugh. If you guys enjoyed the show, be sure to hit that like down below. Show your love. Also, share it if you're so inclined, if you dare. What else? Thanks to everybody in chat. It's great to see everybody. The Enlightened Mank. Good to see you. Yeah. Anyway. What else? If you guys feel like donating to the channel, the link, I will put it in the link to the PayPal in the description below. It's also in the banner above in the lower right-hand corner. I got a trip coming up. I'm going to need the money. Get this show back to Arizona. But night, Christina. Good to see you. All right, guys. I will be back in 2 days. I'll see you on Thursday. So you guys, you know where to find me. See you then. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Peace and God bless.